Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back out here. It's been about a week since the last video. Brought our other two sheep dogs and the two sheep that were pretty hurt after the coyote incident. We've got them nursed back, pretty good health. They're both doing good at the house, so we're gonna bring them back out here, introduce these other guard dogs back in with them. So we'll have 12 sheep out here again on the lease, and all three of the guardian dogs. But we'll go see. I'm gonna get the trailer with the cage moved over from the truck to the four-wheeler, take it back there where the sheep are, see how much forage they have left, if we're gonna leave them there or if we're gonna move them today or not. Check the water and fill up the dog feeder. So get everything moved over to the four-wheeler and check in when we get back there. Dogs are excited. Henry wants to see mom and dad. Gonna open this gap up, let them out, and we'll go top off the feeders. Do a little walk around and see what the forage looks like. Still quite a bit of grass out there. Yeah, that baby's still walking a little funny, but it's got a swollen spot on her neck. But she's been eating good. Other than that, seems healthy, so we're gonna see how she does. The dogs run the perimeter and see where they're at. Check everything out. We're back up to 12 sheep out here. Trailer put up and we'll see how the grass is looking. Just about out. Let's top off the dog feeder. We're gonna put some sheep mineral in here. Can you step over it? Here. Step on it. You can jump over it if you want. There you go. Good job. Yeah, fill that up with the mineral. That's good.
Do you want to just leave it back here?
No.
Oh yeah, they would eat all of it.
Yeah. Baby lost her mama. Found it. Get mad when they lose their mama. Sheep are eating some mineral. Dog feeder is filled up. Check down here on the bottom, make sure it's not. It's a little jammed up sometimes. Sheep are out of mineral. They're excited to find some of that. But a good looking ram. He'll be for sale here shortly. That one and that one. Just about old enough to sell or put in the freezer, but we still got two at the house that we're gonna butcher. I think one of them's already spoken for. These two are still available if anybody looking for a Dorper Katahdin ram. Check out some of this forage over here. Still got some pretty good grass clumps coming up underneath the trees in the shade. You can see the strips that they use the most often get ate down a lot quicker. But they still got quite a bit of grass here. We'll probably leave them here for another day or two and then move them. Dogs are happy to be back with their sheep. They've been real anxious at the house, looking for the sheep that aren't there. Plenty of good water there. Still a little over half full in the overflow. I don't think we're gonna need to do anything with the water today. Just get the trailer. I'm gonna leave the cage out here since all the sheep are staying. This next section that they're gonna come into, it's coming back really good already. There's some good cool season grasses that shot up. Got new tips on them after the rain. So that all looks good. But like I say, I think we're gonna wait a couple more days before we move them. They still got quite a bit to eat over there. And we'll bring them to this next section and go get this cage unloaded. And then maybe L for today. Pretty simple check today. I'm gonna drive the fence. Where I came in over there, there's a little bit of the wire. One of the poles broke and the wire's kind of loose. We're gonna go tighten that up before we leave. All right, well, I think that's gonna be it for today. Just got done checking the wire all the way around. Nothing shorted out. And I brought my voltage tester for the fence out here. Hooked it up on the corner where I've got the little solar charger that we've been using. And it was working good for the small sections that we did at first. It's rated for, let's see, it's this little one here. It's rated for 2 miles, but we're used to a lot higher voltage, or the plug-in one that we've got at the house. The solar one is not putting out as much. Now that we've got more wire hooked to it, we're only getting about 2,700 volts, 2.7 kilovolts. And at the house, with a lot more fence than this, we're getting 14,000. So I don't think the sheep or the dogs have tried testing it yet, but we'll probably end up having to upgrade this charger. This is one we've always kept for a backup at the house when we just do little temporary paddocks that don't touch our main perimeter fence, around the garden and things like that. So it's not really rated for as much wire as we're putting it on. We don't have 2 miles of wire, but it's still a heavier brush load, and we like our voltage to be a little bit higher than that, especially with the dogs in here. So we'll look at upgrading that here in the near future and get a little bit higher power solar one. My goal was, once we get the fence all the way around the entire farm, back out by the barn, there's power. I could bring our Cyclops charger out here, plug in, tie into everything. That would give us a lot more voltage. But in the meantime, until we get wire all the way around, we're stuck using a solar charger, and this one's not quite cutting it. So turn it back on. We're gonna get the four-wheeler loaded up, take it home. I've got some work to do at the house with the four-wheeler. But unloaded the sheep cage off of the trailer. We're gonna leave it out here, put the four-wheeler on that. We'll just have to bring it back out next time we come to work on the fence. But I'll give you an update in a few days. We get back out here and get them moved to their next 2-acre paddock. Like I say, they've just about got it all here, but I'm gonna leave them for a few more days, let them finish getting the rest of that clump grass around the trees, and then that'll give the next section to grow that much more. And then after we leave this, let's see if I can get the camera pointed that way. After we leave this area, this 2 acres, onto the next, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more sections. So they should have well over a month of recovery time on this grass here before we get them back here. We'll see. I didn't bring the drone today to get a comparison, but after we move them, I'm gonna start getting a photo from the back corner looking over the whole place every time we move them, so we can kind of see the progress. But this area over here was all kind of barren ground before, is already starting to grow really good after that rain. A lot of this, get out of the sun here, a lot of this good grass coming back up, and it's greening up really good. So we were really lucky to get the rain that we did. Said it caused some complications having them in the creek, but we were in a extreme drought stage, so it helped out a lot, greening everything back up just in time for cool season grasses to grow. I think it'll help us a lot. But appreciate y'all watching. So drop a comment down below if you've got any suggestions or advice. We're just kind of learning as we go. And like the video, subscribe to the channel for more. Appreciate it.